All right, now to another big story. Cuba says it has killed 4 people on a speedboat originating from Florida and injured 6 others. The country's Interior Ministry alleges they were attempting to carry out terrorism on the island. Now, this happened in Cuban waters near Cayo Falcones. The Cuban government says the people who were killed were Cuban nationals who were living in the U.S. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand joins us from the White House with more on this major story. Natalie, good morning. What do we know about what happened here?
Good morning, Errol. There's a lot we don't know, but the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, says the U.S. government is looking into this incident, investigating independently and trying to verify the information that has been provided by the Cuban government. Cuban authorities have alleged that the individuals on that boat were armed with assault rifles, handguns, Molotov cocktails, they say, bulletproof vests and camouflage uniforms, and plan to carry out a, quote, infiltration for terrorist purposes. Now, Cuba has also said that most of the individuals on board had criminal histories. Again, this is information that has not been confirmed or verified by the U.S. government. Vice President J.D. Vance spoke to reporters yesterday, said the White House is monitoring the situation. Take a listen to some of his comments.
Certainly, a situation that we're monitoring. Hopefully, it's not as bad as we fear it could be.
It is highly unusual to see shootouts in open sea like that. It's not something that happens every day. It's something, frankly, that hasn't happened with Cuba in a very long time. But we're going to find out.
Now, Secretary Rubio also told reporters that the embassy in Havana is involved as well, working to determine whether the people on that boat were U.S. citizens or legal permanent residents. Rubio was asked if the incident may have involved U.S. government personnel or was a government operation. He said no. Now, he was also asked if these were American residents on that boat, what kind of retaliation could be expected. Rubio said he's not going to speculate, emphasizing that the U.S. will find out what happened and will respond appropriately. He says it is important to note that this incident comes as there have been rising tensions between the U.S. and Cuba, particularly after the operation in Venezuela to capture Nicolas Maduro. The Trump administration imposed new tariffs, also cut off Venezuelan oil from shipments from the island, accelerating what people on the ground in Cuba call this growing energy and humanitarian crisis. Errol.
All right, Natalie, thank you.